should prove to be a good one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. Beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again. Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Brandon McManus lining.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Rodgers on the return.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick of the 2008 draft, the man they call Matty Ice, quarterback Matt Ryan.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage, because when he came out of the draft, he was a #3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now. One of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This is Wilkins.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Brought me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
The ball carrier.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Ryan.
And this one complete to Doolin.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're going to run for it. It's Perkins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Colts 3.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action now. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Darius Leonard on the tackle.
Gordon. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Grover Stewart coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to float this. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
42 yards on the play.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he's brought down.
Pass complete to Desmond Patman. 1st and goal, Indianapolis.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Touchdown.
Jordan Wilkins taking it in. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Good.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Wilson now off the bootleg. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Michael Pittman, 48 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways, either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Wilson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. blocker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
They run with Wilkins.
At the 26-yard line.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Wilkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
That's good.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Here's Gordon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A throw taken in by Hamilton.
Wilson.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for... Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
He's got it, and it's 24-17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over.
And the Colts getting ready to go. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. To throw again, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time.
And it's third down.
On the coverage.
To throw again is Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
But now it'll be third down. On third down, Wilson.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Rodgers on the return. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got an excellent first half from the former MVP, Matt Ryan. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Perkins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st down.
On 1st down, Wilkins. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
They run again with Wilkins. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Wilkins, and he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 30. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5. They'll run. Anderson. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but
Hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
Indianapolis.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Was brought down by
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
brings up
They go play action now. Ryan.
the 16-yard line.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back now to Denver. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
For the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Broncos.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 6.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tyree Cleveland there to make the grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And unable to connect, they don't get the two-point conversion here. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 22-yard line.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to pick it up with Perkins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Operating from the gun. Wilson got an open man. It's Fumagalli. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. from the gun. Wilson, a bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. Out quickly to Judy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. On first down, Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, he takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 30.
So Matt Ryan of the offense. Down by 4, 46 seconds to go. Now Ryan. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd and 10.
Here's Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
First down, Colts.
Here's Ryan. He's got Jack Doyle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Ryan to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would
even
do
know
for
why
them?
they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Now it's the Broncos' turn, trailing by a field goal. 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And we've got a timeout.
That's good.
9 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 36.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. That's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Wilson's pass complete to Van Ness. 7 yards, the pickup there. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
7 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up second.
Oh, he almost had it. Would have been a big interception here in OT. Instead, it'll give him another shot on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Yard attempt. The kick is good. Makes the score.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
First throw in overtime now for Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Out of the backfield, he's got Jordan Wilkins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. To throw again is Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, what was the term that you just used a minute ago?
Well, especially in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So it's time for us to get our microscopes out, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on out there. That was very close to being a crucial play.
Yeah, got to look that ball in. Didn't, and it hit the ground. And, oh, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory. Instead, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a first down. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They go play action with Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's got Burton here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Both teams swapping field goals on their respective first drives of overtime. So now, you know the drill. It's on to old school sudden death.
Yeah, it sounds exciting, doesn't it? Can I be a little bit of Dennis Downer here, though? That drive, able to go that far, yet they had to kick the field goal to keep playing. You would have thought maybe, could they punch it in and go ahead and end it?
We get more free football.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Come on.
I'm back upbeat again. Forget the Downer stuff.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Broncos. see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.